Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about if it's safe for a menopausal woman with adrenal fatigue to do keto and intermittent fasting, okay? Because there's some confusion about this. I don't know, there's things floating out there that say that, oh, it's dangerous, don't do keto or intermittent fasting if your adrenals are stressed, especially if you're going through menopause. But it's the exact thing you need to do, but you need to do it correctly. But I think the problem is that when you get into your 40s and 50s or even 60s, the adrenal gland takes over and backs up the ovaries, so you actually put more stress on the adrenal gland, okay? So what happens, it has a harder time countering this drop in blood sugar as you go longer between meals and you do intermittent fasting. So the blood sugars end up not being able to rebound like you should, so you feel dizzy and weak. And then all of a sudden you eat and you feel better and you're like, wow, oh, I need to be eating more frequently. No. It just means that we need to strengthen the adrenals and tweak some things, because here's the main issue. With adrenal fatigue, you're going to have higher levels of cortisol, okay? Cortisol, another name for cortisol is called a glucocorticoid. That's a glucose-releasing hormone. So when cortisol is high, you're going to release more glucose, which is sugar, and increase more insulin. So adrenal problems in general have higher levels of insulin, okay? Well, we're trying to fix that because the insulin is going to create the insulin resistance and keep people from losing weight. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're menopausal and you're stuck, you need to do keto intermittent fasting, but you want to do it more gradually, okay? Very gradually, 3 meals for a period of time so you can avoid snacking. And then once you can avoid snacking, start to push that breakfast further and further forward till eventually we're at 2 meals a day. And it might take months before you get to that point, but just do it gradually. Here's a couple things to remember. You want to make sure you have enough potassium, electrolytes, B1, nutritional yeast. I would even recommend maybe taking 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, or in the tablet form, take more so you can really get your B vitamins, because that will help you. Add more fat and more sea salt because the adrenals need those minerals. I would also add some trace minerals because trace minerals, plant-based trace minerals, contain zinc and chromium, 2 minerals that are really important to help you transition faster, because the goal is to get you to fully adapt to ketosis, where you're burning fat and everything is going fine, your fuel's fine, and now you're out of this whole blood sugar thing. You're not going to experience a low blood sugar anymore. You're going to feel a lot better, and it's going to be the thing that finally helps you bust through that plateau that happens when you're menopausal. And another common thing that I'm just going to tell you right now, you may find that you're going to lose weight and then plateau, you're not going to lose weight, but that's probably because you're gaining more muscle and that muscle weighs heavier. So you're going to be shrinking, but not necessarily losing weight at certain points. Don't worry about that. Just go by your size, how your clothes fit. You may need to also consume more protein, okay? So instead of 6 ounces, do 7 or even 8 ounces of protein. You may need that. Maybe not, but the protein is necessary as you're building the muscle as well. Omega-3 fats are going to be really important, especially if you're exercising or you have inflammation in your body. And I would get that from krill. Krill is a really good source of omega-3. A lot of the fish oils go rancid unless you get a virgin cod liver oil, which is hard to find, it's expensive, but krill, I think, might be an easier option for you. Going the long walks instead of high-intensity exercise, and just go at this very slowly and realize it's going to take time, but it is the thing you need to do to ultimately correct things. And you'll thank me down the road. In this book, I have a whole chapter on stress. So this is kind of a new thing with weight loss. People don't look at stress or adrenals as a factor, but that's one of the big barriers to losing weight, is if the cortisol is too high. So I have a whole chapter, chapter 16, on how to help your adrenals and how to do actually acupressure to pull stress out, to really get into the delta wave sleep and enhance your ability to get to your goal. All right? Thanks for watching. Hey, before you go, definitely sign up for my free keto course. I put a link down below. It's on Messenger and Facebook, but it will give you all the basics. It's very quick. It's like 3 or 4 videos, and it's free. Check it out.